Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Savance, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We'll cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. We'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get into this topic here. Well, looks like Rich Paul is back at it again. So recently, Charles Barkley did a sit down with Dan Patrick, and they were talking about LeBron's decision. And at the time, funny enough, Charles Barkley was in Philadelphia. All right. He was in Philly for the summer, I think, playing golf or whatever it was. So he was asking him, like, what's the mood out there? And he was like, people are excited. People are excited. I'm like, wait till they find out that I told you LeBron is bad and bougie. I told you he bougie. The man went to Philly and is not even deciding. He's not even living in Philly. He's going to live in New York City. It ain't bougie enough for him. Yo, that dude, right? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. You can't, bro. This dude, man. When I saw him with them chancletas, I knew it was a wrap, bro. When he had them chancletas on, I was like, it's a wrap for this dude is gone, bro. But anyway. Anyway. So they were on there arguing. And I want to play some of what they said because it's important, because Charles Barkley is essentially saying that LeBron is stacking the deck. He had said it before on Stephen A. Smith's show, but he doubled down this time. So take a listen to what Charles had to say to Dan Patrick here.
You were on with Stephen A. Smith. That's why I thought you had a problem that LeBron's always stacking his teams.
Yeah, that's been one of my most people criticize him for that. He always stacks his team.
But what's wrong with wanting to build a team that can win a championship or going to?
First of all, let's see. There you go. He didn't build a team. He manufactured.
He built a team in Los Angeles. They were bad before he got there.
And his agency forced them to trade for Anthony Davis, who was ran by his group.
Okay, but he didn't go to a team that was stacked.
No, he did. Listen, Anthony Davis, everybody in the league would have wanted Anthony Davis. Plus specifically said he has to go to the Lakers. That's a fact, Dan.
But you still had to pull off the trade to get him. They didn't say, "Oh, here you go."
He said he would only go to the Lakers. He said he would, like, everybody wanted Anthony Davis, but Clutch said no, he could only go to the Lakers. So it is what it is. It's a fair criticism. Yeah, everybody wanted Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis specifically said, because of Clutch, I will only go to the Lakers. So you think that's naturally organic? No, that is stacking your team.
But that's LeBron's power.
Oh, okay. And
he deserves that credit that guys want to play with him.
And we can't criticize it if we think it's unfair?
What's unfair about wanting to go better your life? Like
No. You shouldn't be guaranteed a championship. One of the reasons Michael Jordan is the GOAT, he got beat in the head. He kept, you know what, I'm going to get bigger, stronger. That, to me, is the way I would like to see it done. That's why I admire Dirk Nowitzki, who's like, you know what, I'm not going anywhere. We just going to keep getting better. That's why Steph Curry, same thing. He's like, you know what, we got a team. They were not any good in the beginning. Then Clay got good. Draymond got good. Iguodala, everybody. So, listen, we can disagree. I'm not mad at LeBron, but I could, I'm not going to do the Stepford wife thing like all LeBron and his friends do. Like these guys on television now. Like, I don't want to upset LeBron because I wanted him to talk to me and I wanted him to do interviews. Like, if you don't, like, LeBron's a great dude too. But the people around him, and now guys on television, they're like Stepford wives. It's like, you have to say LeBron's the greatest ever, or like he not gonna talk to you, and you're committing treason. Like I said, LeBron is the third best greatest basketball player I've ever seen. But when you're around them Stepford wives that are around LeBron, and people on television are like that, but they want to be friends with him. Like, I think me and LeBron, I think we're cool. But I don't have to say he's the greatest basketball player ever. I don't think I'm committing treason.
I don't have a problem if he wanted to go to Philly. I think it's a big risk, but it's his best chance to win a championship.
I don't agree with that. I actually think if he went to the Cavs, they would have had the best team in the East.
They got James Harden. I don't think he wanted to play with James Harden.
James Harden not even on the team right now.
Well, but they're talking to him about a contract.
Let me tell you something. We can disagree. I mean, we all have an opinion. I thought if LeBron went to the Cavs, they would have the best team in the East. That's just my personal opinion.
If Darius
Like,
Garland was there, I would say yes, not James Harden.
well, you don't have to play James that much if LeBron is there. And also, think about this. There are a lot of questions about this 76ers team. Can LeBron and Joel Embiid stay healthy? That's a big question. LeBron hasn't played a full season in 5 years. Joel Embiid ain't never played a full season. Those are fair questions. And what's scary, man, one of the dark secrets nobody's talking about, the Eastern Conference might be better than the Western Conference right now.
So you heard that. So, of course, Rich Paul, he heard that because they're always listening. They even dissed me the other day talking about these people that did for fun of LeBron. And they're like, yo, dog, go respond to Shale Sonnen. Go respond to Clay Travis. Go respond to Donald Trump. Go respond to Patrick Bet-David. Go respond to Skip Bayless. You go respond to them dudes, then I'm going to know you serious. Don't come over here with none of that. Go respond to them dudes that actually have names. And if you do that, then I'll be like, all right, you're serious. But, well, they dropped an episode, and Rich Paul, and I kid you not, Rich Paul decided, to fire back at the critics, right? And the description is, Rich Paul calls out people who claim LeBron James stacked his team to ring chase throughout his career. But before we even play the video, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Kachava. Now, before we continue, let me tell you something. This year, I got serious about taking care of my body, my training, my nutrition, all of it. Nothing extreme. I just wanted to take better care of myself. But my days get busy between work, moving around, taking care of my daughter, trying to go to the gym, buying groceries. Life fills up fast. And when it does, nutrition is the first thing to fall apart. I would skip meals, grab whatever was easy, and feel it by the afternoon. Then I started using Kachava's new travel pack. Just one packet gives you complete nutrition ready for life to go on. Plant-based protein, fiber, greens, vitamins, probiotics, omegas, electrolytes, and more. No artificial flavors, no sweeteners, no soy, no gluten, no preservatives, and no animal products. All the nutrition my body craves in one delicious shake, packed to go. It keeps my energy steady all day, and more importantly, it actually tastes amazing. If you have been meaning to take better care of yourself, this is the easiest place to start. Take your daily ritual with you. Go to Kachava.com and use code DREAMERS for 15% off your first order. That's Kachava, Kachava.com, code DREAMERS. Okay, fantastic. So what I want to do now is want to play what Rich had to say here, and I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to this.
He was referring to Charles's comments about ring chasing, and I think Shaq chimed in as well, which is, again, is confusing. It's like, well, what do you suppose to chase? Like aluminum cans? And I don't think we're chasing anything. I don't think you're chasing anything. I just think that you want to put yourself in the best position to have a competitive chance of winning. But it's very confusing when you see players and they talk about whether you stacking a team or ring chasing, especially guys don't have any rings. That's a little confusing. That's really confusing. I'm not talking about Charles, because Charles is a legend. It's my guy. But
I think this is when you get criticized and LeBron gets criticized.
Well, we always get criticized. What else is new?
But here's the criticism. Let me articulate the criticism as well as I can and see what Sham's 2 cents is. LeBron has definitely joined teams and put teams together, or been a part of putting teams together, that were going to be, at the very least, extremely competitive. Now, when he did that in Cleveland, you understand, they weren't going to make a move, obviously, that was going to make them competitive. He had to drag a substandard group into the finals. It's amazing. He stacked it in Miami, no question. Him and Wade were 2 of the 3 or 4 best players in the world on the same team, and Bosh was excellent.
Or did
everyone did? But he was part of it. Like Wade and Bosh stacked it, right? And Pat Riley and you and a whole bunch of people, it was stacked.
No, I didn't stack it. I was
right. Okay, yeah. Mav or whoever. The point is, you get that because you are his agent.
Very upset
because you wanted him not to go to Miami.
Well, I didn't think he was that far away. But
he was far away in Cleveland.
But I was wrong.
Yeah, right.
No,
when you see what it takes to even win a championship.
Yeah.
So once that move is made, or going to Cleveland, once they have Kyrie and now they have the number 1 pick and they could flip that into Kevin Love or keep it or whatever, that clearly he is chasing. Now, when he's not doing what KD did in Golden State. He's not parachuting into a ready-made situation. He is part of making the situation. He's getting together with the other players before there's anything there. Nevertheless, he is doing that, and he is chasing a championship doing that.
Yeah,
you are trying to win a championship. So when he does that, and then they hear from you or LeBron that that's not what's happening, people are like, well, you're trying to have your cake and eat it too.
No, what I'm saying is, you're saying it, most people are saying it with a negative connotation. When you get up and go to work every day, what are you chasing?
The dough.
Right. Or you want to be successful, or whatever the case may be. I just don't understand how people get up every day and try to nitpick at you trying to put yourself in the best position to win at anything, because take sports out of it. Wouldn't you try to put yourself in the best position to win in life? If you could pick your job and pick your salary and pick, the things you had to do and pick your off days and pick, like, why?
Well, because there's another.
So you saw it there. These people are obsessed with controlling the net. Man, it's crazy. They're trying to reshape reality right now. They're trying to act like this was not a sucker move. And they don't want any dissent. This is why his agent is constantly responding. Max Kellerman is a lost cause at this point. Max Kellerman is a lost cause on that. He just up there to agree. That's the whole formula. Even with Mind the Game. Mind the Game podcast, or Ticker used to call it Game to Mind. Game to Mind podcast. That's what JJ Redick was up there for twerk it up. And then they went and got Steve Nash. He was up there twerk. Yo, I gotta say, y'all got something against working with black people? It just occurred to me. Even Game Over podcast with another white dude, Max Kellerman, for as much as you guys speak black power, black power, black power, when y'all do podcasts, y'all never pull up with the black folks. It just occurred to me as I'm doing this show right now. Where are all the black people at? It just occurred to me. Like, I'm like, hold up a second. What's going on here? What's going on, Daddy? Like, what's going on? I'm noticing something. Like, what's up? Y'all got some explaining to do. Hold up. I already noticed it with the Steve Nash and, with the JJ Redick. But now what's going on? It ain't nothing against white people. You feel me? It ain't nothing against white people. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is the black power movement. You got these dusty ass, stinking, honey licking LeBron fans running down on me. Yeah, man, you going against the black man, man. You trying to tear down the black man, man. Well, hold up. I don't see no sight. So y'all gonna have to explain it to me. For as much as y'all talking that black power, I don't see him. What's up with that? You couldn't get no black person to talk sports with you? I don't know. Maybe they trying to go for the Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp kind of vibe. I don't know. I'm just saying. Damn, son. Like, damn. I don't know. But in terms of what Charles Barkley had to say, y'all figure it out. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Because to me, it looks like these dudes are trying to control how this story kind of unfolds. And people like Chuck are like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.